KC Weather Lab. Here's Rob's forecast.
Welcome back. Well, it looks to be a very summer-like forecast next couple of days. Hot and humid, scattered afternoon storms. Nothing out of the ordinary, but all the while we will be watching deep tropical moisture coming out of the Caribbean, heading for the Gulf of Mexico, and it's going to have some impacts on the big holiday weekend ahead. We'll talk a little bit more about that, but it's also hurricane week. Last week of May, we usually talk about all the factors going into the hurricane forecast and what can we expect this year. What did we learn from last year? And today we're talking about the actual hurricane seasonal forecast made by Dr. Klotzbach and NOAA coming out with their forecast actually in a couple of days and some of the forecast factors. But with all that being said, it doesn't matter what this forecast says as long as we have to deal with the possibility of one tropical system on our front door, then it's a busy tropical season. So we take these forecasts, we evaluate them, and we look for some certain features like I mentioned at 5 o'clock. La Nina is going away from last summer, which enhanced the tropical systems to a neutral, perhaps a weak El Nino transition, maybe in time by the fall, which could impact the hurricane season and could increase the atmospheric shear, thereby limiting some of the storm intensities and the total number of storms. But more interestingly enough, going from when I interviewed Dr. Klotzbach to today, we've seen cooler than normal ocean temperatures developing across the tropical Atlantic, but still above normal temperatures in the Gulf and the Gulf Stream off the east coast of the U.S. So here's the big picture. This is called sea surface temperature anomalies, yellow and orange above normal, blue below normal. And you can see the El Nino area, we look for warmer than normal temperatures, and that is transitioning away from the cooler than normal temperatures by the equatorial eastern Pacific. And then we get close to home, and this I thought was quite interesting in the main development region where we saw some big storms last year, significantly cooler than normal water temperatures, so that could limit some of the big Cape Verde storms. But we have warmer than normal temperatures, Gulf Stream, that could impact the mid-Atlantic or the Northeast, and the Gulf of Mexico is kind of like the wild card. Whatever the forecast is, the Gulf does its own thing, and it may be doing its own thing later this week. As we look at the big picture across Louisiana, we'll have more on Hurricane Week tonight at 10, including talking to Dr. Philip Klotzbach. This is the upper low that we're going to be watching. This one moves out. This one we're not sure is going to do, and the GFS and the European model are at odds on how things are going to develop in the week ahead. I just wrote an article on KATC.com. Check that out for more on that. But locally, relatively quiet. Few afternoon storms today. Isolated activity late this afternoon showing up south of Morgan City, southern St. Martin Parish out in the basin, then some activity moving away from Franklin. Nice thunder shower activity, Vermilion into southern Acadia Parish. This one is weakening but producing nice downpours eastward to the south side of Crowley, and then more activity. Nice little thunder shower here just north of the Karen Crow area. Cankton getting a nice downpour. So some needed rain. We do need the rain, but we don't need a whole ton of it. That could be in the offing down the line. And then back to the west, some very active storms over by the Houston area with that upper low. So here's the forecast near term. Quiet tonight. Then tomorrow we'll see the clouds on the increase. Widely scattered afternoon activity. Rain chance at about 30% tomorrow. And we do it all over again. Do much the same as we go into Wednesday. Then the deep tropical moisture. That's here in the Caribbean. It's going to be moving into the Gulf of Mexico this week. And once deep tropical moisture gets in the Gulf, it's got to go somewhere. Right now we think the northern Gulf Coast, perhaps Florida. Hurricane Center gives us a 20% chance of development, and development or not, it's going to set up to be a heavy rainmaker, and the steering currents across the Gulf of Mexico are going to be quite weak, so there could be a heavy rain setup anywhere from Louisiana, Florida beaches to the entire Florida peninsula for this weekend and maybe into next week. Tonight temperatures low to mid 70s, tomorrow upper 80s to lower 90s, and we'll do it again as we head into Wednesday. No important changes in the near term forecast. So a warm and humid evening, few patches of fog possible late, should be a quiet night with showers diminishing. Then we see them again tomorrow afternoon. Maybe not quite as hot as today. 91, 92 the high for tomorrow. Light and variable winds. It'd be nice if we could get a breeze, but don't have that going on. Rain chances gradually ramp up toward the end of the week and into the weekend in response to that tropical moisture right now impossible to forecast how much rain we might see. Maybe a couple of inches, maybe 10. Somebody's going to see 10 to 15 inches or more, but we can't tell you where. A Gulf Coast state is the safest bet at this point, and that would be this weekend. Going into next week, a multi-day event perhaps.
We'll be watching.
So we'll see.
All right, thanks, Rob. Still ahead tonight on KATC, former New